Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional. Oh, he rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
gotten on board. Turns back here, probably the best option. Spread neatly. Francisco Conceição. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Portugal breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conceição looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Conceição. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Francisco Conceição actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Hullet. In by Hullet. Shoots! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's surging through. Van Basten! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal have their second corner now. Hullet goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hops for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's intervened well there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found a way through. He's in a good... And the shot! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! In again. It's a mighty effort against the crossbar. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared away. And it's Cannavaro. Shot could be on. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! Nicely spread. And that's a throw. Maldini. Oh, that's a key interception. That has not gone well. Oh, good spread. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's forced to go back. And that's put paid to a promising move. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Portugal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. The second half then, just getting going. Lombard. Davids.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Now Costa Curta. He's had it taken off him. Lombard. Can he latch on to this? Succumbs to the pressure.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Strong running down that left flank. Looking for options for movement. Pullet plays it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Over to the left. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Spread it left. 60 minutes played. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out to the right. Nice bit of trickery. Davids. Barella. No, that's been intercepted. Francisco Conceição. Now he's got space here, and he welcomes it in. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Distributed tidily. It's a promising position.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That has been cut short. Oh, it's Van Basten. Cannavaro. Lovely, and a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, there's the clearance. De Ketelada. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header! Goal! Portugal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And this is Schneider.
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Very much into the last knockings. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Schneider. Davids. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Bora. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. He's gone for goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Just eases him off the ball. Gives it back.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty.
He's had a go!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, he's not getting past him there. Chance here to counter. So it is still 0-0. Now there's a fight. Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's managed to get free. Chance! Oh, Waters in for the pieces! And again the keeper stands strong.
Van Basten really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Damian. Shot at goal! That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Played out towards the right wing. Frosinone look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
He's having a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminded...
Real chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Great defending, strong and determined. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Ball is over the line. He's being urged to shoot. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
It's a promising position. Looking to play him in. Shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Hullet plays it short. Now it's Hullet. In by Hullet. Cleared away. Frosinone have the chance to go the other way. Concesa, he's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal have their third corner. And that has been knocked clear. And it's made its way to him. They're urging him to shoot. Now the ball in. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! It's in! And This is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's fabulous. Crossed into the middle. That has been slung wide. And the shot! They've done it! And right on half-time, that is telling.
Well, I don't...
And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Bora with a definite foul there. Tries to pass it through. Bora aims beyond the defence. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Francisco Conceição to Bora. Davids. Good ball, good take. Plays it in low. Bora. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Serginho. And there's green grass ahead. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Pull it. He's got away. Chance, surely! Frosinone couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Serginho. That is good alertness. It's an inviting looking ball, that. So what can they make of this? And this is Van Basten.
There they go, hunting again.
Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Conceição. And the shot! He's got away with one there.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 77, il numero 27, il numero 92.
Maldini does really well to win the ball there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well measured. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here. That's very neat. Bastoni simply refused to be outdone there. Van Basten. Davids. And this is Hullet. And it's Serginho. Just 5 minutes left. Davids. Oh, this is a terrific run. And he was quick to react. Now it's Hullet. And he's there to clear it. Now that is commitment to the cause. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now it's Hullet. Played in deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Frosinone are looking to go forward now.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that's that. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they... So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cruyff with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Oh, that's well spotted. Davids. And it's Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back towards the middle. Davids. Davids driving forwards. It's a loose ball. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Lily.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And this is Cruyff.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Maldini. And it's Davids. Davids! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through. And that interception was most necessary. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. And he's picked out the run. He is through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Clayson. And it's made its way to him. That's been cut out, well played. Great defending, strong and determined. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Cruyff. And he's heaved it away. Davids. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Now he's off and running. And here's Mbappe, and this is Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free. And here's Mbappe, and here's Cruyff. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ronaldinho takes a shot! It's a goal! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nicely spread. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Turns and goes back. Oh, what? And the finish! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Portugal are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, such a clever touch. And he whips in across. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Marquinhos. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri. And it's Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Time and again they are repelled. Messi. That looks a good ball through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Vamos dar uma substituição.
It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? Mbappe has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Cruyff!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Millie. 75 minutes played. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. And that's played in low.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shapes to shoot! This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Cruyff. Played in deep. Climbs up big! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Delaney. Portugal still ahead by the game's only goal. Knocks it out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Ronaldinho. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Delaney. That has not gone well.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Gets good distance on it. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Cruyff. He's going for goal! And with that, the final whistle. Portugal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Messi is in a really good position out wide. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cruyff plays it short. Cruyff's cross. Otamendi. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well played, well played. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
This looks promising. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Distributed tidily. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Maldini does well to get it back. Barrenechea in with the challenge. Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's going to go a long way. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Bacchio. Now it's Mbappe. Picked out Cruyff! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Cruyff has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dahl.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Barrenechea. That's Bacchio. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Rodri. He's tried one! That's really well cleared. Defending of the desperate variety. Shot could be on. Otamendi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Araujo clears it away. Barrenechea. Dahl. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Dahl. Messi, looking understandably energised after his goal. Messi has it in a wide position. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Vamos ter
Bora,
minuto de
Deixa.
compensação.
That's Luca Bacchio. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Luca Bacchio knocks it into space. Now it's Cruyff. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Dahl. Saliba. Messi looks to get on the end of this.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He has found the way through. And Cruyff! And that is doing no harm at all.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Otamendi. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dahl. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. Nice control. Dahl picks it up out wide.
Benfica really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And they've got rid. Now it's Ronaldinho. He is through here. Brilliantly cut out. And that's another good win of the ball. Araujo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bora. Benfica can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 10. Número 25.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 84. Número 27.
Give them the time to pick a pass. That is good alertness. Now it's Luca Bacchio. Well, that is one way to stop him. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. And here's Bacchio.
Well, the margins are fine, but this is borderline bullying.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cleared without complication. Rodri. And here's Cruyff. It's a threatening ball. Mbappe! And that would have won it.
Mbappe really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
The final 5 minutes. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Cruyff! No one quite like him! About as smooth as it gets. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
2 minutes to be added on. And this is Cruyff. And that's it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and... Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos, his intelligence.
Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Conceição plays it short. Conceição's put... And the shot! No, not this time.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Rafael Leao. Fratesi. Searching pass he's played there. That's a shade optimistic. Serginho. Now it's Van Basten. He's on it, can he get away? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gullit. Conceição. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's come to nothing. Gullit. And here's the chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, no joy this time. No goals as yet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rafael Leao. So, what can they make of this? Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's fabulous. Gullit. Played into the box. Baresi gets it away. Barella. Now it's Thuram. Barella. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Gullit. And the counter is on. Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Van Basten. Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here. Corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gullit goes short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Corner number 2 then. Gullit with the short one. That's very neat. This looks real chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Moro. Now Davids. Serginho. Serginho really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Inter Milan have their third corner. And it's been taken short. He's had it taken off him. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's got space here. Neatly clipped into space. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! A goal at a really telling moment. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
We are into stoppage time. Rafael Leao. Well read, nice interception. Over to the other side. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Rafael Leao. It's a searching pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's given the time to pick a pass. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things Thuram! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Thuram certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Gullit wins the duel this time. And here's Van Basten.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Fratesi. Now, can they get him away? Rafael Leao. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great ball, a decent chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
And this is Van Basten.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely shaped ball. It's come to nothing. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Baresi makes the interception. Can he get it through? Look at the space. Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. Pullet with the short one. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Çalhanoğlu gets it clear. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. That is Stuta! He's had it taken off him. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Forlan, and he was alert to it. Francisco Conceição. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Serginho. Oh, it's Van Basten. Now that's well seen too. Çalhanoğlu. It's a searching pass. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That has not gone well. And it's Serginho. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Martinez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. And he was quick to react. Ambitious ball here. Well, it's Batistuta. And he's got the beating of his man. Now, can he find a finish? Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Forlan. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Damian. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great vision. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
It's an Inter free kick.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Darmian actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Serginho plays it short. Ball driven towards the far post. And now they can spring out of defence. Di Lorenzo. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And it's Cannavaro. And Di Lorenzo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played through for the wide man, and he's managed to get free. Big header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. He's there to hit it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Costa Corta. Forwards and with intent.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Anguissa. Oh, it's Van Basten. Conceição. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Now it's
recupero.
Pullet. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for options for movement. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 99, viene sostituito con il numero 11, attenzione, una sostituzione.
So off we go once more.
Inter clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Forlan.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Davids. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And the keeper beats it away. Now here's the... It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Basten. Big chance! Marvellous goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Assegnato al 56esimo minuto, numero 9.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Now it's Gullit. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Searching pass he's played there. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. Çalhanoğlu. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Dumfries. And this is Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He has a look up. He's got to be quick to recover this. And this is Batistuta. Fallen! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. A header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now, he's got space here.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That ball looks a good one. Dida gets good distance on it. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. And he's gone searching crossfield. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pass somewhat off target. Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's being urged to shoot. It's Snyder! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Dumfries. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shot, surely! Baresi. Inter Milan, close now to Singh. Takes the shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Di Lorenzo. And it's Batistuta. And Bastoni. Baresi. Calhanoglu. It's a pretty loose pass. Just eases him off the ball. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Maldini cuts it out. And that will be the final act. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. Schneider going full tilt down the left.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
The ball goes in. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he finish? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Turan. Nedved looks to get on the end of this. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier.
He's had a shot! Goal! Inter! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And he's away. Nice interception, well timed. Takes a shot! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Van Basten at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Inter Milan, and the shot! That's a half-decent try. Gullit. Picked out brilliantly. Now that's well seen too. There's a look and place it forward.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great vision. And the shot's on. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Platini. Oh, that's a fine interception. Dumfries. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Barella knocks it into space. And this is Gullit. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Basten. Oh, what a mistake! And he's straight offside. Taken back almost at once. And back to the goalkeeper. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Schneider. Oh, well measured. Gullit. Gullit plays it in. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Schneider goes short. And the cutback. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids, that is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross needs to be good. Good read, needed to be. And that's a dangerous ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Van Basten. Searching pass he's played there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Barella.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Van Basten. No, that's been intercepted. Moro. Now it's Hullet. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, we reached the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? Pirlo. Now Platini. Tries to pass it through. Dumfries is onto it in a flash. Nedved does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Platini threads one in. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Van Basten, and the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Basten is offering a right smile there.
Chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And yes, it's him again. Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And it's Michel Platini. Pirlo. Oh, it's Van Basten. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Schneider. Chance here to counter. Pullet. Maldini. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. He's through here. Platini purring through the gears. Davids looking for a bullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Schneider. And the shot! Bullet.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pirlo. Inter Milan finding their passes. And this is Van Basten. Oh no, this does not look good. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dumfries. Oh, it's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Moro. Can he get it through? And here's Schneider. And it's Moro. This looks promising. He's having a shot! There's a goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Oh, right place, right time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Maldini. Cannavaro. And he's forced to go back. Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Platini. Costa Curta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Looking for the run.
That has been cut short. And it's Otto.
Now it's Hullet, and he's managed to get free. In by Hullet. Van Basten! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ribéry. Now, can they get him away? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Might be danger here. Has a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Damian. Davids. And he's let fly! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. Pass is just off target. Baresi plays it long. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Hullet. Now it's Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Bruyne.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van Basten! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Knocks it into space. So what can they make of this? Tries to play it through. And this is De Bruyne. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Schneider. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is a little undercooked. Keane. So it is still 0-0. Van Basten. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He might be in here! Shoots! Goal! Inter!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Now it's Barella. Van Basten. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Over to the left. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Barella. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately... And pull it! It's anyone's ball now. And that was very necessary. Barella, great vision, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out towards the flank. He has found the way through. And that's an excellent interception. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now it's Hullet. Schneider. Chance! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Inter Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again then. And again they run up against stubborn defending. He won't be happy with that one. Schneider. De Bruyne. Taken back almost at once.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Crossbar comes to the rescue. He's tried one. Lacking in accuracy.
De Bruyne probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Now it's Colomwani. Colomwani was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Bruyne gets into some space. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
Up he goes! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
And it's Barella. Inter Milan with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. The pass has gone astray. Ribéry proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's a decent clearance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but...
And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, one moment you're in possession, and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
It's not often, Peter, that we focus on goalkeepers like this, but in this case, it's entirely justifiable when you have one of the most decorated keepers in history.
And Julio Cesar is certainly one of those most decorated, and indeed one of the safest pairs of hands around in football.
Yeah, treble winner, voted Europe's best goalkeeper, and countless titles.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Schneider. Played in deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. De Bruyne. And Moro. He's had it taken off him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries to play it through. Schneider is in a really good position out wide. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Quarter of an hour played. Now he's got space here. And this is Van Basten. He's beaten the line. It's Van Basten! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider. That's a lovely, neat pass. Knocks it into space. No goals as yet. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played into space. Rafael Leao! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Davids pinches it off him. Inter Milan finding their passes. Gullit. And that's gone loose. Out to the right. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's there to clear it. And it's Moro. Good ball, good take. It's Schneider! Barella. No way through. Tries to pass it through. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. That's really well cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in plenty of space here. Very nicely done. De Bruyne. Gullit. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Lookman. Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Corner then. Big header! Harmlessly behind. That has been slung wide. Schneider. That is a brilliant interception. Corner number 2 then. Darmian is there and he can get that clear. De Bruyne. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Can he get on the end of this? Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Van Basten. Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real...
And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Time to look back on the first 45 minutes.
Inter really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Inter Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back. He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Schneider with the short one. Schneider's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Dida. De Vrij cuts it out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rafael Leao, that is good alertness. That has not gone well. Oh, this looks sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. He's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky as...
Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 2.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 27, il numero 20.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's an imaginative pass. Lukaku. Lukaku! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lukaku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan get their fourth corner. Serginho plays it short. Quick look, then plays it in. And it's hoisted clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Is there any support? He might not lead it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro elects to cross. Schneider, who does have an assist to his name. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is...
Chance! No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. And here's Dovbik. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's Lukaku. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's onto this. He's being urged to shoot. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, important interception. Costa Curta. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Evair. And it's Barella. Barella is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Isaacson looking to run onto it.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Costa Curta. Inter Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. Evair.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Ribery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Serginho. Serginho powering forward here. Now it's Dovbik. And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Rồi. Tá só dormir, amor. Mãe? Oi.